Hey guys, Dirtyfest was last weekend and it was beyond epic. I captured a ton of footage, lots and lots of racing, a bunch of super cool interviews, some bike checks, flatland riding, walkabouts. Seriously, one of the coolest BMX weekends I've ever been a part of. My parents are visiting this week, and between family time and getting ready for the Buckeye Bike Show this weekend, I haven't had time to start editing a full recap video yet, but I didn't want to leave you hanging, and I've got something really special to share. This is the full Ikonix FS1 product reveal from Dirtyfest, straight from BMX legend Bob Haro and John Buultjens. I had a couple of chances to visit with Bob in person, and I've got to tell you that he's beyond friendly and super generous with his time. I also got a chance to check out the FS1 up close in the daylight, and it's a beautiful bike. Some of the design details, especially the frame shapes, just don't come through fully in photos or in this video. You've got to see it in person to fully appreciate it. Today's video gives you their full presentation, but if you're hungry for more details, especially about the production and what's coming next, keep an eye out on Kevin and Bernie's Cruising in the 808 channel. They did a deep dive interview with Bob and John that I caught from the sidelines, and it sounds like they've got some bigger bikes in the works too. All right, without further ado, let's get into it.
So, for many of you guys, maybe most of you know me, my name is Bob Haro. I used to own the brand called Haro Bikes. Maybe you rode a bike or two, and if you did, I appreciate your support over the years. So, I started the business in 1978. I'm going to give you the short story. I started in 1978. Prior to that, I was just a kid riding BMX bikes and racing. I was an okay racer. I had to go up against the guys like Stu Thompson, Greg Hill, and all those guys. They were a little better than me. But I was more of a show-off. When the races weren't happening, I would be in the parking lot throwing down tricks. So anyway, fast forward, the whole freestyle thing took off, and that took me into a whole new direction. But I sold Haro Bikes and was finished with Haro Bikes in 1993. I still love my old brand. I always tell people that it's my ex-girlfriend or my ex-wife. We have good memories and we have other memories. But most of it is good memories, and I've never lost my passion for the sport of BMX. And over the years, I've had the good fortune of working with Haro Bikes. We've done some collaborations, and I've done many other collaborations, whether it was Nike in 2008 when we worked on the Olympic project, and BMX first got into the Olympics. I had the opportunity to do the team kits for Team USA. And we missed Nike money, because I got to tell you guys, that was a VIP trip, just riding the wave with Nike to the Olympics in Beijing. So, yeah, numerous projects later were with Red Bull and other things like the Red Bull Revolution in Berlin. And over the years, I've always kind of stayed in the mix with the sport. I had an idea in 2010, 11. And the idea was to do a new brand called Ikonix. And not to sound egotistical, but people would say, "Oh, dude, you're an icon." And I was very flattering, and I appreciate that. And I was trying to think, maybe that could be a name. I'll just put an X on the back of it. But that's kind of how the name was born, from people saying that to me. So when I started the idea at that time, I also was going through a divorce. And so my world was a little upside down. So I put a lot of energy into the idea, and I was new to social media, which can be very dangerous. I started sharing my ideas, and I delivered nothing. So anyway, if you have an idea, don't put it out on Facebook or Instagram until you're ready. So I learned that hard lesson. But anyway, I always wanted to do it, and I had the good fortune here in the last 10 months that I teamed up with a couple other guys that I've known over the years, and we're bringing Ikonix to life. So tonight is it's a celebration of the sport of BMX for me, and to share it with you guys, the BMX community. And the first model that we have is called the FS1, so Freestyle 1. And yes, I know Mongoose did this many years ago, but my understanding it was a race bike. But we'll unveil that and show you. Most of you have seen the photos, but you get to see it in real life tonight. But I want to, again, thank the good guys at Dirtyfest for inviting us out here to share this with you guys this evening. thank you for your patience as we had to go find the batteries. And but we're really excited to be here. We have a raffle tonight, and we have a bunch of swag that we're going to raffle off. And if you haven't already bought a ticket, please buy a ticket from Jane, and then we'll do that before the end of the evening. So I'd also like to introduce my good friend, John Buultjens. Maybe some of you guys know him. So I have to say some words about John from the standpoint of, so you guys, when you have a brand or you have a company, whether it's Apple, or we could say Elon with Tesla, or whatever, you know, have founders of companies. I was a founder of a company. When you're the founder of a business, you have so much passion. It's your baby. You want that thing to succeed. You want it to just do great things. So that passion drives you to work on new products and new ideas and new innovations. And so post Haro Bikes for me, I stepped away and did other things in different industries. I'm segueing into John Buultjens. So John Buultjens, Johnny, you worked there, what, 14 years? 11 years. So John is the biggest Haro fan I know. He knows more about Haro Bikes than I do. And John resurrected, probably many of you guys have bought a Lineage bike or some of the classic bikes. So John went back through the greatest hits of Haro Bikes of the 80s, the models that we made, and John brought them back to life, but made them better. He took the basic idea, but made them modern, made them new technology, new materials, new processes, and stuff like that. So I can't take any credit for it, but I can say thank you for his passion and his hard work to do that. And so you can look at the automotive industry. You know, you see the Ford Bronco, the one that we knew in the 70s. Now there's a new version of. These classics are reborn. So John did that for Haro Bikes, and I appreciate that. So keeping the legacy alive. But anyway, I want to bring up John Buultjens, and you know, I'm proud to have him on my team. John is on the product development side. I'm doing the design side of things, so kind of the look, the feel, the product side, you know, the product development as far as the design things that we do. John makes sure that what I'm proposing, we can make it, and it's rideable, it's modern. So my hope with, my desire with Ikonix is to build a new brand, a new fresh brand. Freestyle is my background. It's the first product we're starting with. But from here, we're going to build on this. We're going to build other models that we're going to have. We plan to do some race products and things like that. So this is item one, and you guys are here to witness this. And Johnny, come on up, please. You guys, big round. John Buultjens.
I want a hug and kiss. Hello, everybody. John Buultjens here. I'm not your typical American. I still don't. I'm an American, by the way. I just became an American citizen. Thank you. America. I just can't get your bloody accent. Yeah, I don't know what to say after what Bob just said, because I'm just honoured to be still a part of BMX after 43 years. Never once stopped riding, still ride, try and ride. But yeah, BMX has been my life. I feel like I haven't had a job in 31 years, so since I got into the bike industry. But yeah, it was exciting when Bob asked me if I'd be a part of Ikonix, and I've got so many great connections in Taiwan. I've been working very closely with at least about 36, 45 different factories, building everything. And so yeah, I remember having the conversation with Bob, and I said, look, I'm not going to be a yes man. So we've not butted heads, thankfully, but he does see my vision and I see his vision, and we've come together to bring out the FS1, the first Ikonix model that is a frame fork headset. But yeah, we've got plenty more to show you, and please stop off at our booth. We've got other items to show you there as well as plenty of swag. So what do we do, Bob? Do we unveil it, or what are you thinking?
You have to sing the national anthem now that you're American.
Fucking hell. Is that it? Fucking... No, sorry.
No, you're good. Anyway, yes, I'm super proud to have Johnny, and we're a very small team. There's like 3 or 4 of us that are working on this project, and
I think you should hold him to it.
Hold him to what, the national anthem? No, he's going to do the Australian national anthem, or maybe the...
It's not Australian.
I did answer 100 questions, 100 perfectly in my test.
Wow.
So you can ask me any of them. Who was the first president? Who was the president in the First World War? How many people are in the Senate? You can ask me, I got it.
So anyway, you guys, yeah, John Buultjens. Anyway, good friend, done a lot of great things for the sport and still at it. He's got more things to do. So without any further ado, we're going to unveil the bike. You guys have seen it maybe in photos, and we welcome you to come up, check it out. This is item 1. We have a couple new other things in our booth tomorrow. We would like you to come by. Each day we're going to do a raffle if you're interested. And that you can stop by, buy a ticket. At the end of the day, around 5, we'll do the raffle, and we'll have some nice swag for you. So anyway, here's our first product, the Ikonix.
It's got the CNC cranks, just right.
The Ikonix FS1. Yeah, here, we'll walk you through it. Thank you.
Dun 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 dun. My God!
So guys, the deal with this is there's a couple things so you know the backstory. You don't have to go on some forum and get some strange story. We're only making 100 of these, and we have a lot of little special details with the tubing that we've done with the down tube, the fork tubes. They're all hydroformed. All the dropouts are all CNC machined. There's we're using an oversized headset, and so just kind of some little different design aesthetics and things like that. It's sold as a frame set. You know, downstream we'll think about doing completes, but right now I think most of you guys probably build your own bikes. You want to buy the right wheels that you want, tires, so on and so forth. It also has our new CNC cranks on there that we're doing. We've got pedals, we've got sprockets. Tomorrow you can come by our booth. We have a 24-inch and we have a 26-inch. And this is just the beginning. There's a bunch of other things that will drop here in the coming months. But please, you know,
I want to ride it.
come up close and have a look. And we welcome your feedback as well. So I know we've gotten a little bit of pushback on the price. But you guys, I'm sorry, it's very expensive to make 100 bikes. It's not, 100 frame sets. So we've got a lot invested in the tooling and everything else we've done. But I think you'll like it if you get up close. And one other thing I maybe want to say is, so the color green is on purpose. And you probably are tired. You're probably going to be sick of this color by the end of this weekend. But for me, post-Haro bikes, I worked in the motorcycle industry for many years. And for me, I always like brand colors. So if you think of KTM, it's orange. You think of Honda, it's red. You think of Yamaha, it's blue. You think of Suzuki, it's yellow. You think of McLaren, it's orange. You think of Ferrari, it's red. So I wanted to have a color, a signature color for the bike. And my vision is that as we progress as a brand, this color, if we're on course in freestyle or on track in race, that we have a team kit. Many of you guys are sports guys. You know that if you're like the Seattle Seahawks, they have a look, or the San Diego Chargers. No, sorry, not the Chargers anymore. Sorry, I'm from San Diego. It's stuck in my head. I need my brother here. He's the sports guy. But anyway, so colors, as you know, are really important with brands. And for me, as an old school BMX guy that grew up in the 70s racing and freestyle in the 80s, for me, color was really important when I looked at, if GT was on the gate, they were yellow and blue. If Redline was on the gate, they were black, red, and white. If Team Haro was on the gate, we were white, blue, and light blue. So, and you can just go down the team. So for me, I would like to reintroduce kind of the team look for our brand. So if we're in a freestyle competition in the future, or we're in a BMX race in the future, you guys will see that color and say, I know those guys. So that's my hope. So anyway, we are going to offer other models. There's going to be chrome versions and black versions and whatever other colors. We're going to do other things, but the first model out of the box is green, and there's only 100 of them. So Anyway, guys, that's the presentation. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate your patience. I really appreciate your passion for BMX, because that's why we're all here. We're all, there's a few of us that are old school guys that have been around the block or two, because I see there's crutches and casts and walkers. I'm close to that. I don't want to go out and compete with Eddie Fiola. He's got that on lock, and I'm too banged up. I hurt every night when I go to bed and when I wake up, so I'm good. But anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a nice evening, and please come up, ask questions. Come tomorrow, and come by our booth as well. And then we're going to do a little raffle announcement.